Black women are leading the charge to get more people vaccinated against the coronavirus because, well, that's what Black women do. They lead. The Black Women's Health Imperative is the first nonprofit organization created by Black women to help protect and advance the health and wellness of Black women and girls. And right now, they've partnered with the WNBA in a campaign to get America vaccinated against COVID-19. In June, the WNBA became the first major sports league in North America to reach near total vaccination among its players, with 99% fully vaccinated. They not only educated themselves, but they called on their fans to do the same. So joining me now is Elizabeth Williams. She's center forward for the Atlanta Dream with the WNBA and was one of the leaders of this vaccination campaign. Thank you for joining us. You have a personal story about why taking care of your health is so important. Please share that with our viewers.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, thanks for having me on to talk about this. I come from a family of healthcare workers. My dad is a doctor and my mom's a nurse. So once this pandemic started, it really hit home for me. And so I felt like having that in the back of my mind and then moving forward to our league and its players, if I had questions, I know they had questions as well. And so it was really important for me to educate myself and feel like our entire league of players was educated as well.
But how do you balance your desire to get the word out and help people with the backlash of it, misinformation?
I mean, that's the key. I think this pandemic has really highlighted the fact that health equity just isn't a reality right now. The virus is disproportionately impacting racial, ethnic, minority groups, especially African Americans, and so making sure that we can help reduce the mistrust that we see in a lot of these systems is a priority, and getting that right information out there is definitely number one. And so I'm happy to do what I can to educate myself, and then in doing so, educating others.
You probably saw some players actually change their minds about vaccines. How did you turn those doubters into people who are now advocating for it? And that is clearly that there's some lessons that the rest of us would like to draw from that as well.
I mean, I think the biggest thing was coming to everyone with a place of absolutely no judgment. I think the Zoom calls that we had, the educational sessions that we set them up with doctors, with public health experts, epidemiologists, but we made it in a space where people were not afraid to ask questions. And I think a lot of times the language that we use can be really demeaning and oftentimes hurtful. And so if we're in a space where we're allowed to ask the questions that we want to ask, and then we're given the right information, I think that's what allowed us to feel comfortable in making the decision to get vaccinated, and to encourage our communities to do so.
Is it also about finding the right safe space? Because clearly, so many people in the country right now think Facebook and what random X person said on Facebook is that safe space.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even thinking about talking to different players, sometimes what they heard was just like a post on Instagram or something they saw. So it was important for me and my colleagues in the WMBPA within our union to reach out to people who know what they're doing. So reaching out to epidemiologists, checking the CDC, the FDA, people that have been doing this research for a really long time. And I think that's what allowed us to do what we're doing, and to now have this partnership with the Black Women's Health Imperative in their vaccine awareness and equity task force is huge in us taking what we've learned and expanding it, and reducing the mistrust within our communities.
So, WNBA and the Black Women's Health Imperative, what would you teach the men's, actually, just the NBA?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is just like raising awareness and acknowledging that there is a big mistrust within the Black community, um, but at the same time saying or showing that there's research that's out there. We've seen the effectiveness of vaccines. We're seeing in groups like the Black Women's Health Imperative, the fact that there are innovative treatments out there that can help people of color. So just being able to tell them, hey, there's good stuff out there. It's okay to have questions, but in reality, we've seen the positive impact of vaccinated communities in reducing the spread of COVID and reducing hospitalization and death.
You mentioned broader racial disparities in healthcare, and we are seeing stories and data out of Mississippi about how the coronavirus is hurting Black women, pregnant Black women, and babies the most, record levels. How do you translate that to your fans?
I mean, I do think the Take a Shot for the Win campaign is a big part of that. So some of the images that you guys shared of us wearing those jerseys, raising awareness, saying that, we feel comfortable in getting vaccinated. And so hopefully in showing that, that will allow people to feel comfortable as well. I think it's one thing to say get vaccinated, but it's another to have 99% of the women in our league vaccinated as well. And I think that is one of the ways to reduce the mistrust and reduce a lot of the fear around it. And so just really happy to partner with BWHI and the National Council for Negro Women to support this.
Elizabeth Williams, thank you for sharing that and for being a leader as a sports league among all sports league. Appreciate you joining us tonight. This conversation is part of BNC's Black Women's Health Imperative. It focuses on health issues that affect Black women and girls. So for more information, please do visit BWHI, that's Black Women's Health Imperative, bwhi.org. We'll be back with more World Tonight after this.